Hey guys, so we briefly touched on this in the last tutorial I showed you guys, which was this cool little beastie right here. What? So it reminds me a lot of an idea in poi spinning called antibrids, where you have a point of connection between the hand and the end of the prop that is connected to the other hand. What? Okay, so I have my right hand here, my right hand staff, and I'm going to imagine that I am pasting it to the thumb end of my left hand staff. So as my left hand staff moves around, my right hand has to go with it. So let's actually do something with it that doesn't look kind of awkward and weird. So we're going to start off here with the two stabs in front of us, and our hands are at about shoulders distance, and they're just above our hips. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a little hip reel with my left hand staff, and as that happens, I'm going to let the thumb end of my right hand staff go up as my right hand stays connected with the thumb end of my left staff. And then the pinky end of my right staff is going to go out, the thumb end is going to go down, and the pinky end is going to go back out, right? So essentially what I'm doing is a 4-pedal diamond mode anti-spin with my right hand, while my left hand does a standard little hip reel, right? And the effect of this is that it looks like the stabs are connected in a different way than, say, if I were to do something like this, an anti-spin versus isolation. Or, you know, I could just opt to do a hip reel as I'm doing an anti-spin and just have no relationship with them whatsoever, which doesn't look nearly as cool. So putting that together now, we can do the same thing on the left side. Say, I'm going to do a hip reel with my right hand and anti-spin with my left hand, in which case it's left hand thumb up, left hand pinky out, left hand thumb down, left hand pinky out. Again, left hand thumb up, left hand pinky out, left hand thumb down, and left hand pinky out, right? Cool thing here is that since this position is shared in common with both of those moves, I can go straight back and forth, between them. Such as, right hand does anti-spin, then the left hand does anti-spin, then the right hand, then the left hand, then the right hand, then the left hand. So they kind of trade off whose job it is to be the hip reel and whose job it is to be the anti-spin, right? Pretty cool. There's also another variation on this that I learned, I think it was from Jonah from Cincinnati at Flame Festival a few years ago, which was to kind of take half of the anti-spin and then from here treat the right hand staff as though it's in an isolation, so it's kind of folding back, right? We go right hand pinky up, right hand thumb up, right hand pinky out, and from there it goes pinky up, pinky back out. So the right hand is essentially going over in an arc and back over in an arc, rather than around in a circle, yeah? But the cool thing is that it actually shifts that point of focus once again. So instead of imagining that the right hand is stuck to the end of the left hand staff, we now have it so that the left hand is kind of attached to the thumb end of the right hand. And then, of course, we could, say, play with this a little bit more and have it go up and over the other way, and isolate back, up and over the other way, isolate back, up and over back, up and over back, up and over back. So, cool effects can be had with this. And I really encourage you also to play around with the idea of doing this with, like, a shoulder reel, for example. So we could go from here, pardon me, no, that's right. And we can also establish a shoulder reel over on the other side. So fun things are possible once you start putting the end of the staff in your hand together. And they're not that terribly difficult to begin working with. So go out, have some fun with these, and report back with your findings. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great week. Peace. This video was made possible thanks to the kind contributions of these folks right here. In addition, special thanks to Sean, Krishna, Kiro, as well as Andrew Hammond and Ben Reynolds. Thank you guys so much for making these videos possible. If you've enjoyed these videos or learned anything from them, please consider making a contribution at drexfactory.com/support. Help me to keep on making these videos that you love. Thanks.